So this is our master bathroom. This is a trailer built in the 80s. And I don't know how much updating this has received. Probably not much. Peel and stick tile. We recently put in this new toilet. But this room needs a lot of updating. This doorstop trim is all busted. This vanity is tiny and needs to go. Trim around the door is in bad shape. This wallpaper all needs to go. And this old tub that we had to fix because it was leaking. Not fix, but take it out of commission. We're not going to get into a deep gut job. That'll be for the future. But we did buy a new vanity. We had one custom built for us. It's made out of solid wood, so we're going to replace that. Patch walls, repaint the ceiling, and put new peel and stick tile down. Something to hold us over until we can cut everything out. First thing I need to do is clean all the stuff out of this vanity and get it taken out. This faucet's in real bad shape. And there's some old school wallpaper, probably from when this was built, 84. I shut the water off with the shut-off valves here, so now I can start tearing this apart. I've got all the pipes disconnected and the water lines disconnected. Yeah. There we go. Now that the top's off, you can see down here where everything's at. The biggest issue I have is this, all these pipes, where it's coming from out of the floor. This is our new vanity. Those pipes will be coming out of the floor right where these drawers are. So we have to move those pipes to come through this, which means I'm gonna have to cut our brand new vanity. So that's the only challenging part of this whole thing. Our idea was to make this simple, a quick vanity change and slap some color on the wall and put some flooring down. But it doesn't work out that way. So we got to move the pipes. I got to cut a hole in this and somehow get this vanity out. Okay, so I'm not a plumber, I'm not a plumbing expert, so the process of me moving these pipes over, I'm probably not going to record. I don't want to show someone something and have it be wrong, so I'm just going to get to doing this and bring you back when it's done and we can put the new vanity in and start working on the rest of the bathroom. Pipes are almost done. You got to get the vanity set in there and finish gluing in this middle section here. As you can see, it's not connected. It's not glued down there either. But before we do that, we have to get this wallpaper off. We got some simple green and some microfiber rags and scrapers. We're going to try to get this wallpaper off. Right, it peeled off pretty easily. It just leaves this fuzzy stuff behind. But if you spray this, saturate it, and it just peels right off. The inside of our closet is at a different level, lower, so I've got to cut a piece of Luan, thin piece of plywood, and put it in there. So when we put the new flooring in, we can just run it in there. It's going to look better than that. This is the color flooring we used, Walnut Ember Gray by Traffic Master.
Okay, that does stink real bad.
Yep. Level.
Good.
Level. Level. Our vanity is in. like that. We used pure white satin on the walls and pure white matte on the ceiling. We primed this wall because that's going to be an accent wall. We're going to do a dark color on there with this. We're told that a dark primer helps a dark paint cover better and keep its color. For that wall we are using vintage leather from Sherwin Williams in satin. First coat done. We're gonna put two coats of leather paint on there. We did 2 coats of the white on the walls. We only did 1 coat on the ceiling. So I put this trim in. I went to the same place that we got this made at. It's like a surplus store almost. Damaged goods from like cabinets and stuff, and they make their own cabinetry. They sell used trim. This piece had a chunk that was broken. I had to cut it out, piece the stuff together. There are gaps. It's all in pieces because I didn't get to choose the length of it. I only paid $5 for all this trim plus more I have downstairs. It doesn't look too bad. I like the wood grain, but because it is all pieced together, especially down here, there are seams and the wood is different. So I'm gonna have to paint it. Not to mention this trailer, everything this side of this door jamb is lower than this side. I had to shim up here. And there's still a pretty big gap there. Everything was a little wonky, so I've got to silicone these gaps. This one isn't terrible, but all these seams and stuff, I'm gonna not silicone it, but seal it with a waterproof paintable sealer in white, because we will be painting these white. Also, this is my first time doing trim, so it's not the greatest. I get some big gaps, and the weirdness of all the walls didn't help me out at all, so hopefully this sealant will improve the look just enough to make it passable. Alright, cracks are all sealed as best I could. Like I said, I'm not a professional. I don't know what I'm doing. This isn't going to be the greatest work here, but once we get it painted, I think all these gaps will be pretty hidden. They'll blend in pretty well. And for a quick bathroom facelift, I think it'll look really nice. Compared to where it was, this will be 10 times better. Will look like a real bathroom. here it is completed. I say the trim turned out pretty decent. Doesn't look too bad for being pieced together. This is the only spot that really bothers me, but that's okay. This looks much better than it did before. Now, I will say that our original plan didn't involve getting a new vanity. We were going to use that old vanity, refinish the top with this Homex vanity top sealer stuff. So it would have been fresh white enamel. It would have looked good. And we were just going to paint the bottom. But if you remember from me pulling the old vanity out, it was like that tall. It was really old. It was way too low. We were going to buy something from like Home Depot or something, but they were just as expensive as this. But this fits perfectly in the area because it was custom built and everything on it is all wood. We did put our own drawer pulls on the drawers. Got these off of Amazon. Thought they looked pretty cool. So the idea for this video was to make this really cheap peel and stick tile, slap some paint on, refinish the trim, refinish our vanity, and then have a freshened bathroom. But because of this vanity, it got a little bit pricey. The vanity, all of this was $515, but it's still cheap and worth it because it looks so much nicer. And yes, we're using a shower curtain to hide the tub. Alright, that's it. Thanks for watching.